You're watching people in New Jersey elbowing each other, trying to get their hands on Starbucks' newest holiday product.
Zach, what do you think about that? You love Starbucks,
Oh man,
Zach.
they make
Do you
the best
have the cup?
coffee in the world. Absolutely the best coffee in the world. I get so much crap about going to Starbucks all the time, but without a doubt, exquisite coffee. And I had no idea about this bear until you showed me. And so now I've been looking for the bear.
The bear is amazing. You want to know why the bear is amazing? Take a look at this bear. The
It's cute.
bear represents a traffic principle. The bear represents traffic principle number 46, FOMO, fear of missing out. How many times have you been hit with fear of missing out when it comes to taking action and having to purchase something? Me,
A lot.
myself,
Yeah, a
oh my
lot.
gosh, it's like every time. And this is what it does. It takes a 39, I think it was a $30 cup, or I think it was $29, and it turns it into this $1,000
Oh my goodness.
thing that we have. So I think principle 46, the fear of missing out, is huge. And I see it over and over again. And it gets me over and over again, even though I know it's happening. And it could be in the form of a countdown timer that I see on a website.
Oh yeah.
I,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I see people on live transactions, because now the new thing is like, hey, let's sell our products live, and they're like, hey, this live is going to end, and if you type this thing in the comments, we're going to give you an additional 20% off, or this thing is going away, exclusive offer. I mean, over and over again, this has hit me more and more as I think about all the purchases that I've created. There was some type of FOMO, or fear of missing out. And I think this new craze of this Starbucks bear is a great example of what's happening right now during the holidays, on how they use this tactic for people to take action.
It when done right, it's something that it's a game changer. You know what came to mind when you were showing me the bear that people are going nuts over. Um, I don't know if you remember this. I know we talked about this in some of the webinars that we've done before, but you remember that the football phone?
Yes.
It was a phone that looked like a football. Well, it was in the 80s, Sports Illustrated was on death's door. Like they were about ready to shut down the magazine. No one wanted to buy it, and they came out with this phone that looked like a football, and it was free. You know, this is where, you and I talk about the most incredible free gift ever. You know, this is a Dan Kennedy thing. Mifke. It's the Mifke, the most incredible free gift ever. Well, the FOMO part with that phone was that, like, if you signed up, it was right before Christmas, you'd get the phone for free, and then you get 12, months of whatever Sports Illustrated for whatever the price was. And of course, Sports Illustrated wasn't making money by giving away the phone and selling the newspapers or the magazines. They're making money in the advertisements that they had in their magazines. And so, like, getting the subscriber rate up was critical for them. And this FOMO of, if you don't order, you're not going to get the phone, and you can't get the phone anywhere else, changed their whole trajectory. In fact, resurrected the company, boosted subscriptions insanely high because of the FOMO. People were quick to get they didn't even care about the magazine. They wanted the phone. And so then they put up with 12 months of the magazine. This principle is powerful, absolutely powerful. The fear of missing out. You and I both like Disney. If you think about that new ride that they had, was it 3 or 4 years ago? The Star Wars one, Rise of the Resistance, whatever it is. I remember going to Disney, and my daughter got up at like 6:30 a.m. because at 6:45 the ride would open, and you had seconds to like book your ride in there. And if you didn't, you weren't going to go on the ride. And so they created this FOMO on that. And like, it's just a genius tactic that really takes time to think about it. Like how to position that in your company. And I'll say, I know a lot of business owners. And typically what we do as a business owner is we just grind. We work on our thing. We grind, and we don't take time to step out and work on the business. You're always in the business, working in the business. And this principle necessitates us taking time out to think about this, to come up with a powerful FOMO? What is that thing that I can put out there that creates it? You know, Starbucks did it geniusly. Sports Illustrated, you know, Disney. We see all this Disney Vault. Remember that? And I don't know if you know. Like I'm talking to some of the older people now. Like you better get the whatever Peter Pan because it's going to go back in the Disney Vault and you won't ever be able to get it. Like no one was buying this movie, but like, oh my gosh, the movie's going to disappear. I better hurry up and buy it. Like, so these are the genius things when we take the time to look at our business, whatever that business is. What is the thing that you can offer that creates FOMO?
Speaking of Disney, I remember when they had the Disney stores and they would come out with the new movies and they have like the DVD pack. And I would walk into the Disney store in the local malls. And I remember going to there and we have these lithographs and they're like these images of pictures, right? And they were super nice. And I got like loads of them. And I wish I had them with me because I would pull one out. But it's like, we have these lithographs of the movies and we only have 20 available right now. So if you buy the DVD, we'll give you the lithograph. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need the lithographs. They're never going to be available again. And funny enough, I do have some hanging up, but I have mountains. I probably have like 20 of these packets. And it was this huge packet. It was so nice. But it was that principle of like, I am going to miss out on this if I don't get this right now. And I think that's so important. And you say it over and over again to our clients that we serve. What is the element that we need to put in place so that they can take action very quickly? And we do it for ourselves, right? We say, look, our current amount that you pay for our services is this amount. And pretty soon it's going up. And that's a true statement, right? That's one thing about this FOMO thing is like, I know that there's a lot of tactics out there with websites that have these countdown timers. And sometimes the countdown timer will expire, but you can still buy the thing, right? So what makes it a true fear of missing out is that, yes, it actually will go away. And that's important.
Big deal. Absolutely big deal. And if you look at, A/B testing is a huge thing. If you look at the sites that have even that countdown timer, like whatever it is going away versus one that doesn't have it, it's night and day. And these are the little tweaks, especially with ad costs rising and everything else out there is like, you have to be a student of the game, right? And like, this is part of it. How can you use FOMO to cause people to act, and we're talking about those people that are sitting on the fence that wouldn't have done it otherwise. And that's the thing that gives them the nudge to act on our product or service, whatever it is.
Yeah. So each week we're giving away these principles that we not only use for ourselves, but also want to deliver to you guys so that you can start implementing them into your business so that you can get better results at a higher quality. And fear of missing out is definitely one of those that you have to implement so that you can see your sales rise, your conversions rise, and make more money with growing your business. Zach, thank you again for joining. I appreciate this. I love that people are watching live, and I'm excited to see what happens next.
We have an offer too that we're putting out there. If you've seen this live or you've seen the replay of it, comment FOMO down below.
Ooh.
And we'll give you our FOMO guide where you can start to really dissect what would be a good thing that you could offer out there to create that FOMO. And so FOMO, throw that in the comments below, and then we'll make sure that we send you our FOMO guide, the thing that we use for our clients to help create their success.
That's perfect, Zach. Another principle that we'll talk about later on, customer engagement.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Thank you.